Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first live reaction video we've done in forever here at the Court-Martail podcast. I am your Colonial Champion, Sean McCarty, and we are here today because Extreme Rules is tonight. And while, as we mentioned before, with Skylar on vacation and myself entangled in operatic engagements, our posting schedule is going to be a little bit askew. So in order to prevent the fine listeners of the Court-Martail podcast from getting too upset about the erratic schedule, I have personally put myself on display for the next 3.5 hours probably as we break down every match, every piece, every component of the show. I'm going to be sitting in this stool right now. I might go to a smaller chair a little bit later. We'll move things along as the show progresses. But this is going to be an interesting show, and I'm very thankful that you have all decided to take some time and spend it here with us here at the Court-Martail podcast. This is going to be you and me and everybody there. Now, we're not going to turn on the audio yet for the show. Now, for those of you wondering, are we going to be showing the show? No, we are not going to do that. You know why we're not going to do that? Because that'd be stupid of us to do. That would be very stupid of us to do. And I personally don't want to be that. I would rather do what I do and not have YouTube on my ass, and especially not have WWE on my ass, seeing how I'd like to establish a good relationship with Triple H, as so many people seem to be wanting to do now more than ever, especially those people in AEW. I do have a text here from Skylar, who said, saying hello from Prague. I'll be back in the USA by Monday. Until then, enjoy the show and fuck AEW. Look at that. See, he's already ahead of the game. So what that means is that Skylar's going to be back in the States on Monday. When he will be back to record proper, who's to say? I'm not sure, but we'll find out when he actually does get back. But let's break this card down first, shall we? Now, this is where my TV is going to be. This is where you are, and I'm going to be looking at comments via my phone. So, for those of you who are writing in, I will see your comments, or as best I'm going to be able to see your comments. And we're just going to go through this whole show, and when we get closer to time, we'll put it on. But let's break down this card, shall we? And as I've got my other laptop over here, 6 matches so far have been billed for this show, and it's interesting to me because we're going to be getting the 3rd time around that Triple H has put a premium live event on our table. So we'll see if he can go 3 for 3, especially because there's a lot of these gimmick matches that I'm just so sick of, and I'm done, and they've been overplayed, and they've been overused. And they're all going to involve kendo sticks and not real animosity, and that always takes me out of it. But I'm going to try here. We're going to try for this show. And so, but the 6 matches, you know, you look at the matches that they've got here, and you almost wonder which one is going to main event the show. I can't imagine that they would have the fight pit match between Seth Rollins and Riddle, which is apparently going to be officiated by Daniel Cormier, which is very cool. I think having a proper UFC fighter as an official on there definitely adds to the legitimacy of the fight. What that's going to entail in WWE's parameters, I'm not sure. This kind of attempt has been hit and miss with WWE for some time, so it's hard to say whether this is going to actually develop into something. How hard is Cormier going to get involved? I can't imagine, and I could be wrong, but I can't imagine Cormier would get involved on a deeper level unless he's looking for that sweet, sweet Saudi money payday. And if that's the case, then maybe he'll face Riddle or something. I don't know. But I can't imagine that's going to be the main event. Riddle is improving for me, but he's still missing that level of intensity that I really wish he'd have. And maybe he'll have it in this fight pit match. Maybe this will be a better way to showcase his talent and development, and maybe what we might expect of him under Triple H's banner going forward. Edge versus Finn Balor in an I Quit match. Now, I know that they've done a bit of hype for this show. I understand that, but let me ask you this. Does this not feel rushed? Like, it's not like Edge and Balor specifically have had this back and forth going between the two of them, like, at all. So I'm not quite positive why we're having an I Quit match between Edge and and Balor, especially because Balor isn't the leader of this group. He's like the third man, at least in my eyes, and I think in the eyes of a lot of the people. But, you know, Triple H, he's another Triple H guy, so Triple H is going to have a lot of to do with what he does going forward and how he progresses. And maybe we'll view him differently. I mean, Vince does a lot to damage a lot of the products that Triple H has put in front of his face. So, you know, you never know. We'll have to see what happens here. Do I think that Edge is going to be the one that quits? No. And I don't see why he would, unless there's some sort of stakes about like Ray getting buried in acid or something. But I almost guarantee you what's going to happen is that Ray's going to try to get involved to help Edge, but he's going to be put in a really bad situation by Judgment Day. Dom's going to be conflicted and then quit on behalf of Balor so that Ray doesn't get hurt because he's still like good. I hope that's not what they do. I really hope it's not, but you know, I could definitely see it ending this way because I just don't see how they do this without hurting Edge. And I know Edge has only got a year left, you know, in what he's trying to do. But this losing an I Quit match to Finn Balor here at Extreme Rules really feel like that's doing wonders for either of these guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That match could end up being one of the best matches that we see on the show at all. Because unfortunately, I do not have a whole lot of faith in either the strap match with Drew and Karrion Kross or unfortunately, the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match with Imperium versus the Brawling Brutes, especially because the worst wrestler in WWE is in that match, in Ridge Holland, somebody who I would very much appreciate not being around anymore. And that's just going to be chaos. That whole thing's going to be chaos. And then they're going to have to, what's going to happen is the Stooges are going to lay up for a bit while the two big heaping honks of beef fight each other. And then after that, it's just going to be more just pandemonium and then more of that and then more pandemonium and then more of that until I assume one of them is going to win, you know, either Gunther or Sheamus is going to win it by pinning one of the cronies. I mean, it's not that it's not going to have its moments. I'm sure it will. But are we going to see anything that we haven't already seen from WWE in matches like this up to this point? That I'm not sure. You know, Triple H just changed a good amount, but he hasn't really changed the inherent problem with the formatting. And I don't know if he's going to do that. But, you know, you can call it a good old-fashioned Donnybrook, but I don't know if that really is going to change how I'm going to view it. Then we have, and as far as the strap match with Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross goes, I'm confused who can benefit. Like, Karrion Kross needs to win this regardless, but like at the same time, Drew really can't afford to lose it either. Because Drew's in this weird position where everyone wants to view him as a main eventer, but for me right now, I just don't. And it's not that he's not capable. It's not that he's not quality. It's not that he isn't one of the best workers that they have. All of those things are true. But I just feel like with Drew, we got so much of Drew in 2020 that the people have they just don't care as much. And then with the weird way that title match ended at Clash, it's just strange. You know, this could be another good big old hoss fight match. But if it doesn't end with Karrion Kross beating Drew, I don't see what the end game is here. And then with that end game, I don't know if that end game is the right end game. To tell you the truth, I don't know what we're going to see. I don't know what it's going to be like. And then we get the two title matches. Bianca and Bayley, which for my money is going to be fine. I'm just adjusting one of the lights here so I can actually see the TV a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Bianca Belair and Bayley, I would imagine that ladder match should be the main event. It better be the main event. Let me put it that way. Because the alternative is Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey. And I don't see how Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey is going to get enough people to stay in. Because, yes, I understand that WWE fans like Liv Morgan, but everybody I have talked to about this who is a real person doesn't get it, doesn't get Liv Morgan, and doesn't buy the fact that Liv Morgan is holding her own against someone like Ronda Rousey, who's finally starting to act like a badass, but she still doesn't really look like she wants to be there either. And the real question is, do they push their own stars in Belair and Bayley to main event, which is what I would do, or do they rely on the name value of Ronda Rousey to be the thing that rallies people? But Liv Morgan just brings that whole thing down. And, you know, I don't believe that if Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey main events, that people are going to respond favorably to it. That's just me. We'll find out tonight, you know, but here's the thing. With only 6 matches on the card, I can't imagine that this is going to be too long of a pay-per-view. I can't imagine this is going to be too long of a pay-per-view. And that's going to be what's really interesting about this show, I think. And, you know, now what we're seeing they're doing the whole panel thing. I'm not interested in the panel. With 18 minutes to go, I could not care less about the panel. So I'm going to get myself a peace tea, because that is what I'm going to be drinking over the course of the night, because I am actually trying to reduce my alcohol intake by a great deal. And by reduce, I mean eliminate entirely. And so I've decided to pop in some Arizonas. I almost went the JoshAgeddon route and got a Monster, but instead I got peace and love and happiness tea. Whatever this one is. This is just peachy. So this whole show is going to be just peachy. Except, of course, for the undeniable fact that every single morning, my mother would make me a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. I 100% should have shaken this up first. That was a botch on my part. Now, we got some time to kill before we do this. And so, what am I going to talk about for the next 18 minutes? Well, let's start with the fact that what we're going to be doing tonight is I'm going to be drinking Arizona tea, and I'm going to be hitting this pen. This pen has happy juice in it. And thankfully, I'm able to partake of happy juice on camera, where I would not be able to partake in happy herbs elsewise. So, loophole, if you will. I also have a popcorn kernel shell stuck in the back of my throat, and it's really bothering me. And I'll tell you something right now. Popcorn is the biggest heel of all snack foods, because it sticks around, makes you want to go away, and by the time that you are finished getting it out of your teeth, you wish you'd never eaten it. And you're just wishing that popcorn got its ass beat. Excuse me one moment, because I'm going to go cough this out. But stick around, because I've got more to talk about. For instance, I don't know if that's going to do it. I think I'm just going to have to hope that it dissipates here. But I want to talk about, as we head into the next phase here, as we're waiting, programming going forward for the Court-Martail podcast, because the Court-Martail podcast, oh, and you know, it's funny, just as I was saying this, on the panel, it looks like there is a white rabbit, white rabbit heading towards the X and burying himself in the little X, which means that, oh yeah, we're going to get, it looks like it's definitely going to be Bray Wyatt as the White Rabbit. It's all a matter of when he shows up. And now let's talk about that, because I think we've all come to understand, everyone on the internet has followed the clues, and I think unless they plan to really swerve us in a major way, which I suppose they could still, they've pretty much confirmed that it's Bray Wyatt. And that's fine, but where is he going to pop in? Now, unfortunately, I think it's going to end up being at Drew's expense. Because I can't imagine him coming back and confronting either Walter or Sheamus, because where would be the effect in that? I'm afraid that he's going to debut once again against Seth Rollins. But if that's a fight pit, I don't think that's going to be the case. Because to my knowledge, the fight pit is going to be in a different area, like a different spot. So if that's the case, then, you know, we'll have to see what happens there. But I don't know. As far as the White Rabbit thing goes, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. I don't know whether I'm going to like it. I don't know whether I'm not going to like it. I mean, they've definitely put in a lot of effort into the packages for this, though. And you can tell that. I don't know whether WWE is going, or, whether Triple H is going to be able to push Bray to a level that you're going to want to watch him every week. But, oh, that's good. That's good. They're doing a merch plug right now, and Liv Morgan put the belt around her waist and looked like a fan pretending to put on a championship belt. Because why she is champion, I still don't get it. And we're still waiting for the Donnybrook match here, because, oh yeah, then Sheamus beat, who was it? It was, did Gunther tap? Is that what what happened there? I'm not sure. Did they call that a win? I'm not sure what. Again, this is off, but I can't imagine that Imperium. I can't imagine they had Gunther tap, and now I'm watching the review of this now. Skyler. Okay, Gunther actually properly won, so I don't know what exactly happened because I'm not listening to the VTR here, but in any case, Skyler advertised that matchup to be a lot less, a lot equally as intense as their match at Clash at the Castle, and I said that was impossible. And from the look of Sheamus's chest, I don't think it was as intense. But not to say that those two aren't intense; they are two very intense individuals. There is no disputing that they are two very intense individuals. And I don't think we're going to have a pre-show match. Not that I'd turn it on. But, excuse me. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of that all night. The thing is about these guys, like Booker T's talking right now, and I'm sure he's saying a whole bunch of mess. I'm just hoping that Rich Holland doesn't kill anybody today. That's all we can aim for. And we're going to see the return of the White Rabbit, which is probably going to be Bray Wyatt. I would be really surprised if they did decide to swerve, who they'd swerve with. Maybe Aleister Black. But I'd be genuinely surprised if he got the clearance to do that. Especially considering that Tony is so afraid of losing talent right now, as far as like conditional releases and things go, which has been described before. I also have another part of the festivities tonight. I have these 2-for-1 Swedish fish. They're not from Sweden, but they are a bunch of different colors and perhaps flavors. And I don't know whether that's going to be good or bad. I did try a bunch of Sour Patch Kids peach. They're like all peaches. And their whole build is like they're not as sour. I don't know if I really care for it. I mean, they're good. They're good, but they're basically just peach rings, but in Sour Patch form. They have a little bit more flavor than peach rings, though. I shouldn't besmirch the name of Sour Patch Kids peach, because I guess I'm in a peachy mood because I'm drinking a peachy drink. I've had peachy candy. I miss the summertime, man. I just love peaches and nectarines. Like, I love citrus fruits. All of them, all those peaches, plums, nectarines, white flesh, anything with white flesh, I will gladly eat and devour. Oh, right, the DX reunion. Oh, god damn. They're doing a DX reunion on the 20th anniversary or 19th anniversary of Raw. I forget I don't even remember what they were. 2,000 episodes? That's why they're coming back, something like that. But okay, here's the question, though. Road Dogg's in corporate. Shawn is in corporate. Triple H is in corporate. What is the return of DX? Every member of DX is now running the show, being the exact authority that they were fighting against. So, like, what's the point? And yes, that's the season premiere come Monday, 2 days from now. This is a Saturday night show. And it goes to show I didn't have anything else better to do on a Saturday night than come here and be with you folks. But I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad you're here with me. No matter how many people are here over the course of the whole night. We are going to have some fun tonight. We are going to drink some Arizona. We are going to have ourselves some pen. We are going to watch ourselves some matches. And we are not going to be voting on DraftKings. Please don't let this be the main event. Oh, my word. Please don't let that be the main event. All right, we are 10 minutes away, folks. We are 10 minutes away. And I should have had Skylar do some predictions or something. And then Skylar and I could race to see who got the most correct. But I doubt Skylar is in the middle of doing that right now. Verdict on the Swedish Fish is I mean, I'm sure they're supposed to taste like different flavors. I don't know if they actually do. I've often wondered that with gimmicks like these, whether they're just really good at splitting the dye and making it seem like they actually taste different, or whether they actually taste different. Let us know, folks. These are the kinds of questions we need answers to. And oh my God, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this? Oh my God. Oh, maybe that's where Bray's going to show up after all. Oh my God. Okay, so for those of you who are not watching this show, they just showed the fight pit. So the fight pit is a really small steel, it's like a steel cage, and then there's like a second tier. There's like a platform and then a wider cage. It's like a little bit bigger. And then I suppose theoretically you can climb out because it looks like you can get up top because I assume someone's going to do a big jump from the platform to, below. And if I were to guess who, it would be Seth Rollins or Bray Wyatt. With Daniel Cormier, I think they're going to be really good or really bad, and I don't know which one it's going to be. No Roman on this show because he's defending the belt against Logan Paul on the Saudi Arabia show, which, see, the thing that I worry about with this program is that this is just going to feel like set up to the Saudi show. And I guess in a lot of ways it is. I wouldn't be surprised if Roman Reigns is here tonight, but doesn't do anything physical. He just gets into a talking match with Logan Paul, or maybe they won't be here at all. Who knows? But we're going to have ourselves a good time. Thank you all for coming and being a part of this. I'm eating Swedish Fish. I'm drinking Arizona. I'm taking hits off my pen as we get set to start this show as Extreme Rules. I don't really care for Extreme Rules, the show, as a concept, because I'm always of the fan of like having these stipulation matches be feud enders or have value in context, mattering more than just doing it because it's October or doing it because it's the show that you do that in. Like, same thing with Hell in a Cell. I would really love for that never to be a pay-per-view again. It's one of the things I wish Triple H will actually address going forward, because there are a lot more creative names you can give pay-per-views that don't diminish having those stipulation matches on the show. Besides, a lot of those gimmicks are so stale that it would be good not seeing them for like a year and a half, 2 years. Even Elimination Chamber. I don't like the idea of Elimination Chamber being in February because it's like, it feels like the second chance Rumble. I don't mind having that Elimination Chamber on a show, but I'd rather it be a little more sporadic, or we just have one men's on one show and then one woman's maybe on a different show that year. But I'd rather these stipulations be far more contextual. And unfortunately, they're just not. They're just not contextual. So what's a guy to do? What's a guy to do? What are you gonna do? Sue? I'm not. Are you? You better not. Nothing I did to you. That's what I have to say about that. Yes, sir. So here we are, 5 minutes up to. Let's do it. Let's pop this on. And then now see, here's the thing. What they're showing here is Randy and Seth doing that doing that promo. And boy, there was such potential when they were doing that promo. I'm not gonna keep this hat on the whole time. Folks, I'm gonna be honest with you, I will not keep this hat on this whole time. I'm gonna watch the show. You may see me walk around a little bit, kind of Pat McAfee style, picking up a few things here and there. You know, I like being very up and active as I watch my shows. So you're gonna see a lot of movement like this. Where you're like a head coach telling them what to do. You know, you go left here, you take a line, you do a drive, you do a left hand, you do a right hand, you roll around, you jump around, you do a big old dive. You know, you do 10 dives in a row, you do the same moonsault every match. But in any case, I'm ready for these two to just... I'm ready for Rollins and Riddle not to be a thing anymore. I know they're trying with this feud, but this is going to be a very interesting looking... I'm already confused. Who was it that had a match like this before this Fight Pit match? Was it Timothy Thatcher and... It was Timothy Thatcher and... Was it Riddle? It was Riddle. Oh, yeah, him and Ciampa had one, right? As well. This was something from NXT that they made that were allegedly supposed to be pretty good. So I'm interested to see how this... maybe this is... Wow, maybe that is the match they're going to close with. Oh, man. That means that... Oh, God damn. That means it's very possible that the White Rabbit, Bray Wyatt, shows up right after Seth Rollins wins this feud. No, it can't be against Seth. Please don't put... Him and Seth, yes, they have all the history, but you cannot debut a gimmick against Seth every single time. Come on. Actually, Seth's crazy overreaction laughter or scared like, wah, is how we got the name Seth Waluigi. That was at the Fiend's behalf. So hopefully they will not put them together again. But if I know WWE, they just might. They just might. And I'm looking forward to this, though, because I want Triple H to make me care about these gimmick matches and make them not seem redundant and unnecessary, which they most definitely am all. But we'll see. I don't think there's any difference in flavor in these fish. I'm trying to find a different flavor, and they just look like different colored Swedish fish. You hate to see it. I remember back in the day when I was a wee tyke, we used to go up to Canada, out to Clear Lake, Ontario. There's this little teeny tiny candy shop, and they had Nestle's ice cream, which you cannot get in the States for whatever reason. Nestle's ice cream is banger. It is some of the best ice cream. They have this stuff. I think it's not Tiger Tail. I think it's Tiger Stripe or something like that. Really good. The regular French vanilla bomb. So good. Anyway, but they had all these little penny candies that you can go in and spend pennies and, spend change and get, and you'll get a little teeny tiny bag and you can take it with you. And I used to go to that place back and forth. Like anytime they were open, I'm like, give me candy. And my cousins would buy these boxes. and they would buy the whole box. You know, for a certain amount of dollars, you can just buy the whole box. So that's what they would do. And my cousin always had like the multicolored Swedish fish like in his room, like at all times, because every year he'd get one. And now we're just kind of waiting for the show to start here. Oh, here we go. All right, it's game time. Well, folks, if you are this far into the podcast, I'm going to take a timestamp and say right now, welcome to the show at 30:28. In case people want to skip ahead, I'm going to post that in the comments. So you'll know you can go right to when the show starts and you don't have to hear me rambling for half an hour. I need a piece of paper. Any piece of paper. Here we go. And it is going to be real interesting to see how this goes. Okay. It's a child at a spelling bee. I hear Paul Heyman. Oh, they used Seth Rollins taking the eye out. Oh, man. Of course they get Heyman to deliver the promo. Sounded like this. Oh God. And what is Strowman going to do on this show? There's a lot of people unaccounted for on this show. Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll see. You could ask for the place of origin as spelling bee? This is a ridiculous opening. Oh, my God. They've got the Satan Rollins look. Oh, man. This is I don't know if this is really hyping me for this show. I just can't do it with Liv Morgan or Ronda Rousey, to be honest with you. I don't even know how that ladder match is going to be. We didn't really get to talk about it enough. So wait, so is it just Paul Heyman and this kid in this room? What is he making this kid spell the word extreme for? This isn't a spelling bee. Where are the other 215 competitors? What is this? That is very strange. Did Paul Heyman pull a penguin and just abduct this child and force him to compete in a spelling bee just to hear the word extreme to take him back to the days? Oh, man. Too funny. Well, folks, we are just getting started. And I want to let you know, as we are just getting started, and I believe it's going to be Cole and Corey Graves until Pat McAfee gets back. I want to let you know this live stream is sponsored by AB Productions CT. Just a bit more coming out next Friday. Album drop on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you want it. You can get it. SoundCloud as well. It is going to be a great time. Don't forget to hop on and check that out. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Extreme Rules. Oh, it's in Philly. Oh, boy. This is going to be a harsh crowd. So this is going to be interesting to see what they do here, because I don't want this, as crazy as it sounds, I don't want Extreme Rules to get so extreme in their, like, WWE Extreme. Like, that worries me. Because WWE's Extreme is usually, like, it's still tame, but weapons. Oh, are we starting with, what the hell is this? What is that photo? That was, which was definitely photoshopped. Oh, God. Oh, no. The old Donnybrook match where they've got wood barrels and shillelaghs. Come on. Come on. That's the gimmick, huh? Okay. All right. And no, they're just, oh, I was about to say they're just coming down to the ring. No, they're not. They got to do their pose. That's right. And injury Carl, and wow, Sheamus's chest still looks pretty beat up. God damn. I wish Pete Dunne didn't look so much like Scrappy Doo. Wait, did they actually call him Pete Dunne? Oh, snap. More White Rabbit. Okay. How frequently are they going to do this? You know, this White Rabbit interruption looks shockingly similar to CIW's interruption of TAW. I'm not saying that there's gimmicks trying to be infringed upon here, but boy, that looks awfully similar. I'm just saying. But that's okay. If you want to not give me credit, that's fine. Here comes Imperium. Oh god, they look great. They look great together. Oh man. That's wonderful. Even though those pillars give me immortal vibes, this still is done so much better. Ludwig Kaiser looks like the perfect stooge. He looks more into it than Giovanni Vinci does, actually. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, that's so nice. All the movements are crisp. They both look like stars. All three of them look like stars. No wonder they like them. Boy, this between these three, I mean, I like the idea of this. Oh, it's going to degenerate straight into a hockey fight, isn't it? Except for, oh, please don't do the stare down again with Sheamus and oh god, I don't want to see this just develop into a hockey fight. Guess what happened? Oh god damn, god damn it! Within seconds. What the hell is Corey Graves wearing? Oh god, the punches aren't even connecting with Pete Dunne. Oh, that looks good though. That was a great uppercut. And obviously Kevin Dunn does not know where to cut to. So many cuts, so little time. He can't get any of the action. There's so much going on. Kevin Dunn does not know what to do. Oh man. Oh. All right, here comes Pete Dunne. Oh no, they're still calling him Butch. Sad. Sad and stupid. Sad and stupid. Just call him Pete Dunne again. Pete Dunne, you know what? That's what you should call him. Pete Dunnigan. That's right. That's right. You call him Pete Dunnigan, and he's perfectly added into the stable there, boy. Oh, damn. That was quite a spine buster by Giovanni Vinci. God, Kevin, stop. Slow the cuts down. My word. It's getting nauseating, bro. Relax, dude. No, and you could see some of the scars on Walter from the match on SmackDown. This setup is ridiculous, though. Oh, I don't know what happened, but Sheamus. Okay, the execution here is not going well, camera-wise. Kevin, you gotta stop those camera cuts. You gotta start, but cut when there's action going on. You can barely keep up with this, man. This is what I hate about wrestling, though. When you can't even make heads or tails of it. This time it's production's fault. It's not even the wrestlers that are responsible for this. Because they are trying to slow this down and do individual pieces. But they've got to, here we go. Now we've seen a little bit of a slowing down. Maybe they're trying to say, all right, let's focus on this one camera here. Oh, okay. They're going to be able to put that back up, I imagine. Oh, I think that barricade was supposed to go down. Oh, now just more chops to the chest. Now that is how you do consecutive chops, every AEW wrestler. That looked like he was hitting them every damn time. My wordicles. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Is that an actual marble desk? Or bar top? Where did they get that from? I can't imagine they just had that just sitting around the warehouse. I wonder who's responsible in WWE for finding all that gimmicky shtick. Speaking of gimmicky shtick, here's more hockey fight. Oh, big boot. Big old boot. Yeah, mixed reaction here from Philly. I mean, obviously, Philly is going to be a group that respects Walter and like everything he is. God, he looks so good. Everything he does looks so good. And you know, you think with him trimmed down, like you wouldn't like it as much, but he actually looks even more intimidating with him cut than he did just big and beefy. It's like it's amazingly added to his look. Kaiser's a lot smaller than I thought he was. Like mostly in his he's like he's very ripped. Like very ripped. Oh, please don't hurt these two. Come on, Ridge Holland. This dude scares me. This dude scares. Every time I see him, this dude scares me. I don't want to see him doing anything. No moves. No moves for you. No move for you. All right. Where's this going? Damn. Uppercut power bomb. Brutal. Big old brutal. Butch in no man's land. Oh, good God. Good God. Oh, oh my word. My God. That was intense. That was okay. I wish they hadn't replayed that angle because it did kind of actually show what they did, and it didn't look like all three of them hit his head, even though that's what Gunther was stepping on. But that was still really intense. I wish they hadn't replayed that though. It did not look nearly as good up close as it did from a distance. And that's the kind of discretion that I know that Kevin Dunn just does not have. And it's funny how in the Triple H era that has been one of my biggest complaints is that the replays that they've done have actually made things worse. It's better not to see it up close sometimes and just get the Get the look. Oh, man. And there's Shane. What the? Okay, Sheamus just came out of the dead. And they're just going to stop doing what they were doing to Pete Dunne. Okay, that doesn't make much sense, but okay. More barricadal craziness. I don't think anyone has gotten the mileage out of mutton chops quite like Sheamus has in the past 20 years. I mean, in wrestling, I should say. You know, who else in the last 20 years though? Since the new millennium, who's had the best mutton chops? Oh, and here we are, these two once again, which at least when they hockey fight, their 1-2s look a little bit more like they're fighting. There's a German, but he's Austrian. And what did I say was gonna happen? There's gonna be a lot of brawling. They're gonna go back to these two, and then these two are gonna fight for a while, and then they're gonna go back. This is exactly what I said was gonna happen in this matchup. I don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like WWE format, because when it works, it definitely works. But boy, is it predictable at this point. And Sheamus now looking inspired. And they're going to do the 10 Iogas of Carding Town or whatever they call these. All right, Philly. Who is that? Joey Styles that they've got on that? They have a cutout of somebody. I can't tell who it was. Oh, God. And now they're just going in on Gunther. Oh, God. There's no way they're going to pin Gunther here. There's no way they're going to have Gunther be pinned here. There's no way. There's the white noise. But there's no way they're going to have him be pinned. I would be stunned if they had him be pinned still. And seeing how the Intercontinental title is not on the line here, I sincerely doubt. But here comes the clubs. You're gonna get that brogue kick in? I don't think so. Wow. He did get it. There's no way he's gonna win it though. No. Nice splash though. Vinci's looks pretty good in this. I don't really know much of his work, but he looks pretty good in it. I mean, as much as you can in a 6-man tag. And that was a pretty good clothesline for somebody on the size of Ridge Holland. Oh, man. Even from Gunther, I don't like that double, like the 2 feet to one, like kicking 2 people drop kick. I still don't like that. Even with. Now, oh God, if they make Gunther tap, that'd be even worse. Please don't do that. Please, my God, don't do that. Right, no disqualifications, Extreme Rules. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh, thank Christ. Thank Christ. They worry me sometimes. This company, they worry me. Made me a little worried. They made me go, oh. But now this is kind of getting into a WWE 6-man tag. Everyone's going to start doing their finishes and, which is fun. Wow, they snapped the shit out of that. I was not made of very reliable material. They say this is awesome. This has been fun. Definitely something to open the show with. This has been fun. Getting the crowd into it. I don't know. I don't love matches like these, but when they happen, they happen. And again, no disqualifications, so that kind of ruins the whole point of like going to the ropes, which is a great tool for building the people that you kind of take away from yourself when you have no disqualifications all night. But look, here it is. These two are fighting, and now it's Sheamus and Gunther again. Oh, folks, I don't want to say I like being right, but I definitely have been. And now a 1-2 of chops, which are always intense, but at this point, they've probably come to expect that. I mean, I do like how this is going. Uh-oh. Oh, what was that? I don't know what Kaiser did to Pete Dunne, but it was cool AF. And now, oh, come on. It's match 1. Oh, cue the announce table spot. Please. God damn it. Every show. There's and of course, the most over thing in professional wrestling, the table. Please don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him. Oh, come on. You hit him, landing him square in his tailbone. Oh, Pete Dunne. Moonsault from the barrels. Somehow I don't think this is how Donniebrooks actually go. I don't feel like this was a good old-fashioned Donnybrook. It's been doing a bunch of stuff and hitting each other with stiff moves, but moves nonetheless. All right. One more shillelagh for you then. Oh, is he going to clothesline him with it? Come on. Don't make this it. I was about to say, that would have been amazing. Just the next level up is what beat Sheamus. Have we heard the key phrase, what do I have to do? I'm only half listening to commentary. It's funny, I toyed around with that idea as a kid. Not with a shillelagh, but like with a golf club. Clothesline with a weapon. It's funny how it's weird that we haven't seen that up to this point. Like you'd think you'd have seen something like that earlier than this. Every time I see Rich Holland, I'm just like, don't hurt whoever you're touching. Sheamus to get revenge. Please don't pin Gunther in this matchup. Please don't. Please don't. Oh, and he rolled out. This match is going on. This match is getting long, though. I like the idea of this match, but it is overstaying its welcome. We are 24 minutes into this matchup. Well, no, we're probably like close to 20. Oh, good God. Good God. Wow. Celtic cross through the table. This is match 1, folks, on a show called Extreme Rules. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of this match is overstaying its welcome in my eyes. It's been a while since this match started to lose interest in my veins. It's been a while since I gave a shit. Oh, so they're gonna pin Vinci. Got it. Bella. Remode. Cover. It's over. But Philly was very pleased with that. That was definitely a WWE style fight. I mean, it was fun. It was fun. It's just a WWE style no disqualification 6-man tag. I've seen it. I called it basically. How they booked it is basically how I called it. Because what happened? One of them is going to win by beating one of the schlubs. That's what I said was going to happen. That is literally that match went the way I said it was going to go. And here we are. So I guess it's better to get this out of the way now. But yeah, that match was fine. Fine for what WWE likes. And the moves were good. There was a lot of cool moves in it. You know, I loved that stomp on the head and then the double drop kick. I just wished I hadn't replayed it. But you got to have the announce table spot. It's just, it felt like this was every single stereotype that WWE does in these big match, no disqualification matches. This match had in it. This is like the archetype for what WWE has made for this pay-per-view. And maybe that's why it just didn't hit with me. I would like for these two to move on, Gunther and Sheamus, from each other. I think that it's run its course. Sheamus has gotten his babyface win. Move on. Find somebody else for Gunther to work with, for God's sakes. And let's leave this whole thing. I'm ready for this to be done. All right. Oh no, don't give me Pete Davidson. Pete, no. Wait, go back to the match. Go back to the match. I don't need Pete Davidson. What are these abominations I am looking at? What is this? Oh, right. Taco Bell does breakfast. Has anyone out there had the Taco Bell breakfast? Is it good? And is it worth ruining your butthole for? Please answer me in the chat. I need to know these things. I don't know whether you heard that. But right after I said I need to know these things, they had the Taco Bell gong. Oh, that was well timed. It was very funny. So now we're just going through a whole mess of commercials, it looks like. So, and this is like actual people commercials. Like, this is not just WWE commercials like it normally is. This is actual, like, promotion of, like, Peacock products. Which is good, I suppose. I mean, better that than the crappy WWE made commercials that Vince was obsessed with keeping on the show. And that was like 3/4 of what their advertising was. And I don't really think they were getting much more money off of that than Peacock probably gives them for having a whole mess of their shit on it. I don't know. I'm not in the biz. I'm just talking to JoshAgeddon here. This is what you just saw. And now, wow, we're actually going through a good amount of commercials here. Yeah, while they get all the Donnybrook out of the room. I don't know how I feel about that match. It was fine. It was fine. For what WWE likes, it was fine. For what I like, I personally did not care that much. Because it just went too long. It just went too long. And that's, oh God, what is the Miz doing here? And who is this? Megan Morant? Tiny balls? Correct. Oh, I mean, no. The Miz is really he's really perfected where he looks when he does his promos. You know, because like they tell you not to go and look into the camera. He's looking like there and there and there. And now there. Well, what did you see, Miz? What did you see, Mysticals? What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, Skylar's going to be happy. Anything involving hockey is big. Wow. Wow. The Philadelphia Flyers mascot thing Borgio is here. That's some nice shoes Miz is wearing. Oh God. He just threw his big old ball of gut at him. He's like, yeah. Oh, that mascot should have tackled Miz. What was the point of that again? Oh, you're okay. Well, maybe they are going to do this fight pit match as the last match. It's Liv and Ronda now. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. And now I don't really know how I'm going to feel about this matchup. I'm guessing I'm not going to like it. I'm going to switch over to the other chair. I know we're in 2 matches, but my back is starting to hurt. So we're going to bring it down. I'm going to be looking up top a little bit more. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lowville. This chair is super squeaky, and that might change the way that things go. So we'll see. But we're going to do this. We'll set it right here. We're going to be watching right there. And now we're going to be sitting down. This chair I actually picked up off the side of the road once. And God, every time I see Ronda on TV, it always just looks so uninspired. And I just like, there's nowhere that Ronda, at this point, there's no way that this is going to be good. I mean, Triple H surprised me the last time. There's no way he's going to be able to make lightning strike twice with these two. I don't even know. Is this no disqualification? Or are they just, oh no, this is the Extreme Rules match, which just means no disqualification, which is no different than any of the other stipulations on the whole night. Which again is just like the level of redundancy that this pay-per-view is, which is why I wish they wouldn't do these pay-per-views anymore. And wait, oh, that was when she did that to Lacey Evans, which what was the point of that, by the way? And also she almost didn't hit it. God, every time that I hear Ronda speak, she sounds like I don't want to be here speaking just because I have to. And then that's going to be the end of the show. Like, how uninspired can you be? I mean, I would be uninspired if I had to work with Liv too, but like at the same time, come on. Come on now. Come on now. You sit there here and you're telling me that you're gonna want to, you gotta do a match. And you know, I'd be pissed if I were Ronda. I'd be pissed if she's like, this is the kind of people I have to fight against, and they're gonna get the better of me because they're pushing Liv for some reason, and this is a company that cares about legitimacy. Well, they clearly, excuse me, they clearly do not. Oh, what the hell just happened? Look at all those camera cuts. They just did a billion camera cuts. Well, let's see what happens. There's no disqualifications again, and I know that it's just like, oh. Well, I'll tell you this much. At the very least, it was a crowd pleaser, a very much a crowd pleaser for the Donnybrook match. And anytime that Gunther and Sheamus are in the same vicinity, there's going to be a lot of big meat slappage. And it was great when they did it at Clash at the Castle, but to me, it felt redundant, even with the cronies in it. And I don't know, what is this? What is this pink? I guess that's a judo outfit. But why pink for Ronda Rousey, though? But she is a belt of black. So at the very least, Ronda is better as a heel, but boy, she still doesn't even look that interested. Ronda is lousy. Oh no. No. And I'm wondering if we're going to see something in every match between them. Like it says in every match with the White Rabbit. Wait a second. Did I just see the? Oh God, this 3D stop. Oh God, please no. It's like I'm getting hit with a wave. Oh God, her whole presentation. Oh God, what a trip. That's a trip, and not in a good way. And so now, remember when Alexa Bliss used to be the uh, Harley Quinn character, and now apparently that's Liv Morgan, even though not many people. I don't know. I don't know if people are in this. Look at the glittery bat. Come on. Her whole thing is I'm girly, and I wanted to be here because everyone wants to be here. Oh God, this is not going to be good. And this run has not been good. Like I don't like Ronda Rousey at all. That's been very well established. But Rousey's got to take this title off of Liv Morgan. Somebody's got to take this title off of Liv Morgan sooner rather than later. We've seen what Liv Morgan can do. She's gotten what she's due. Everyone's been happy with it, but there's no point to keep this experiment going. It's over. It's not worth doing it anymore. Oh God, and they're giving them in-ring introductions too. Oh, it's submit. I thought it said Subway underneath Ronda's, underneath her thing. No, that's not what it said. That is not what it said. So, all right, well, why we would wait in an Extreme Rules match for in-ring introductions? Why are we waiting for that? I thought rules don't matter. Or are we just, does that not even make sense anymore? Does anything make sense anymore? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand this world. I blow my nose in frustration. All right. Well, that did not help at all. But that's okay. Need a couple more Swedish fish, and here we go. Extreme Rules. Running right for her bat. Now, The only way this match is really going to work, I think, is if Ronda just dominates her. But, like, for real this time. And now Liv's got her bat, and wow, the people do not care. You can see it. You can hear it. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. And I think I'm able to do that. I'll turn just a little bit. For those of you just joining us, if there are people just joining us, we are here watching Extreme Rules 2022. It is your Colonial Champion here in the Colonial Dungeon, having some Arizona and some Happy Juice, and watching me some wrestling. And although there hasn't really been a whole lot of wrestling in it yet, it should go without saying on a show like Extreme Rules, it's not gonna go that way. All right. Abizzle says hello. Been on the show a few times. He's trying to get me to go to an AEW show, and I'm not sure yet if my answer is going to be yes. And now, wow, the apron, in the apron spot. Talk about not working at all. Oh, that was a painful slap. That was a brutal slap. But boy, did that not work. She's trying to cover herself underneath the apron when that clearly did not go the way they were looking for it to go. A Liv Morgan decorated baseball bat. So what has she gotten underneath the ring now? She's been sitting there the whole time, obviously playing possum. Yeah, okay. Come on. A fire extinguisher. Cute. Wow, that apron is fucked. That apron is fucked. Was that a Piper's Pit though, Cole? Was it? I don't really think it was. I'm looking at my phone, seeing if I'm adjusting this correctly. There we go. Okay, cool. Yep, I need talking space right here as I'm watching the show. And now the Liv Morgan bat. Great. Which Ronda is like, wow, even those shots feel uninspired. She's like, this is a bitch bat. Even Ronda's like, it's so light. It's like a plastic bat. I wonder if she even knew that she was trying to, but he said it's probably a wiffle ball bat. Oh my God, it is a wiffle ball bat. Oh my God, it's a wiffle ball bat. You look at it up close. Oh my God, it's a wiffle ball bat. Ronda, you just clued into the gimmick. Oh my God, that's funny. Ronda, I'm sure you did not mean to do that. There we go. Sure, the belt hurts more than the wiffle ball bat. Wow, that's so funny. Ronda goes, it's so light, and then I finally, oh, jeez. Pulling Liv's hair. That's just mean. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? Okay, this is getting borderline silly. This is getting silly. No, this is okay. No, I agree with that, but they're not ugly in the way that you're talking about, Corey. This is silly bad. They fucked up the apron. This thing with the bat, as soon as you find out it's a wiffle ball bat, it completely kills the whole thing. I mean, at least that looked decent. Oh, look, tables. Great. This is match 2 of 6, by the way, and we've already got 2 tables. We're already getting... Oh, man. Oh, I knew this show was going to be like this, too. We've got a ladder match still between Bayley and Bianca Belair. At least that is going to definitely be of more quality, I think. I hope. At least Ronda is better. At least Ronda is better as a heel than a babyface. Like she's at least her arrogance is understood better, and who she is understood better as a heel than a babyface. I'll give her that. I think it's funny. I do think it's funny though that at least that she did break the illusion of that being a legitimate bat. I can't believe how she doesn't fracture ribs. Well, a wiffle ball bat won't really break the ribs. I hate to break it to Corey Graves, but yeah. And with this many bat shots, I mean, the bat is pretty much dead as a usable weapon. A chair. Wow. We won't see more of those tonight. Glad they saved it for this match that definitely needed this stipulation, or this match to even happen, or this champion to happen. That's how it goes. And here comes Liv. Oh, Ronda. Oh, that was funny. Wow. And that was so herky-jerky. I mean, I understand what they were trying to do, but I don't think Ronda was good enough to really sell that like she wasn't jumping into it. Unfortunately. Dakota Russo, I can't see your comment. No, oh God, and now wow. Bad chair shots. Bad chair shots. Shot hit her in the feet. What are you doing? Oh my God. This is terrible. This is terrible, man. Oh. Please make this match end. Give me 30 more minutes of Donnybrook than this. This is oh God, that wasn't even close. Oh, this is brutal, man. How I'm gonna review this? Most of Philly does not give a fuck, and so they leaned the table up against the ropes and then never used it. So they're just gonna set it up normally. Then why have the table there for that past like 5 or 6 minutes? Why not just go get the table now? What? This match makes no sense. This match is bad. This match is bad. And I have a feeling it's about to get worse. This isn't going to be good. And just back senton splash. Is she going to pin Ronda Rousey? And now into a move. Completely no selling the table. You had to see it coming. You had to see it coming. Wow, that was actually kind of dangerous. They've already done this like 3 times. People do not care. It's just, and this is going on for too long. Boy, they need to get Liv as far away from this title as they humanly can. They need to get these two away from each other as fast as they humanly can. They got lucky at SummerSlam. They got so lucky at SummerSlam. What is even happening here? This is a jumbled mess. Oh, I didn't see that she was Oh, I didn't even see the leg lock. So wait a second. So wait a damn minute. So what were they trying to get across there? That Liv Morgan likes getting choked out? I don't understand. I don't understand. Again, thank God Ronda Rousey has it back. And I don't mind Liv passing out, but what was the smile for? That's what message were they trying to send there? Are they trying to send that she liked being choked out? Boy, that is sure what she's selling. I think Liv passed out, but liked being passed out. Which, where are they heading with this? What is the end game of that? The match itself was garbage, okay? I know. It was bad. It was bad. But what was the end game? What does Liv smiling mean? Does that mean that they're re-showing it, and then she's got this like euphoric smile as she passes out? Does that mean that she liked passing out between Ronda's legs? Why is she smiling? I don't get this. Cry about it, bitch. I don't think she's crying. I'm confused. Where is that headed? I feel uncomfortable, but in a way I did not think I was going to feel uncomfortable. Okay. All right, Triple H. Let's see where that's headed. Let's draft Kings. Draft the Kings. Matt Camp, great. Thanks for coming. Merch. Body there, merch. We're 2 out of 6 matches in. And what we have learned is that even from 6 lads from the United Kingdom, 6-man WWE tag is going to be a no disqualification WWE tag. And Liv Morgan likes getting choked out. Well, that wasn't the level of extreme I thought that we were going at Extreme Rules, but okay. I'm here for it, I guess. Good to know. And yeah, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. Well, that's probably going to be a sadly better match than I want it to be. That Logan Paul Roman Reigns match. And then DX, why are they doing this? The most anti-authority business that DX was known for. And notice that they took all of the Billy Gunn highlights out of that. It's for the season premiere. DX is reuniting, but they're all corporate. What are we doing here? It's okay. Now, theoretically, the White Rabbit could happen now with Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. Now, theoretically, if Bray Wyatt was a part of Karrion Kross's deal, maybe Karrion Kross would be a part of it. I don't know. I still feel like they're going to choose Seth Rollins, though. Now, I'm very interested in this match because I'm interested to see what we're going to get out of Karrion Kross. He reminds me a lot of Crimson. You know what I'm talking about? That guy that they gave a 16-month undefeated streak in TNA, and then he didn't really end up being anything. He didn't really amount to much. I think he was wrestling in NWA for a while. Recently, I thought. But then he had health issues and one or the other. But Karrion Kross reminds me a little bit of that dude. Well, we'll see what he does. I mean, I didn't love his thing last year. Or whenever it was. Yeah, it must have been last year with Keith Lee. Where he ended up getting hurt and he had that big back suplex was his finish. I don't know. Maybe today will prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Karrion Kross. Let's see what happens. But as far as what will happen, I'm going to be using the facilities after this match. It's going to be interesting to see what becomes of this match. But boy, Karrion Kross better be the one to win it. But God, what a weird situation they've put themselves in. They're going to have a clever as hell finish to keep both these guys looking fresh. All right, well, a strap match. We haven't had a strap match in WWE in a minute. And Folks, I'm going to level with you. I kind of sincerely doubt that we're going to get a collar and elbow tie-up at all tonight. It'd be kind of funny if we got one in this match. But I wish there was a better reason to have this than it's Extreme Rules. I like Drew a lot. Drew's still one of my favorite guys, but until he impales someone with that sword, I'm not going to be impressed. Remember when he tried to and he cut the ropes? And that is not the same Claymore, I do not believe. It's a good-looking sword, though. What if he ever imagined that an actual sword would be added to his presentation, like when he first started? I genuinely do feel for Drew, though, because his big moment was lost because of COVID. And he still did his best, but to have the major moment that he was meant to have, still a shame. Especially with how well the Rumble went. God, everything just takes fucking forever in this matchup. In this show. I mean, you gotta wait. Every entrance is a day and a half. Karrion Kross, and then Scarlett, who looks like a witch. I guess that's like the whole point. Interesting. It's a very interesting look. Oh, damn, Scarlett looks good. Oh, no wonder she's walking in front of him. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, I'm simping for Scarlett Bordeaux right now. Holy halibut. Oh, good gravy. Good gravy. I've never felt more Jerry Lawler thoughts in my life. That's all right. It's a little show businessy. I mean, it's silly, but it's badass silly. And I'm all, like I said, I'm all for badass silly. I could do silly if it's badass silly. This is badass silly. All right. This is going to be interesting. And really? Okay, look. I mean, it's one thing. It's one thing to have Scarlett by your side. I mean, she's looking like a goddamn dominatrix, so that's fine. But is this the match to have the female referee in? When you've got a women's title match that you easily could have, yeah, could have had her done that. The Extreme Rules one, you know. So question: with this strut match, are they doing the four corners? Oh, mind games. Yeah. No, I don't wanna. That's mind games now. All right, get on with it. Let's go. All right. Well, this match hasn't officially started. I guess we're not doing the light thing. Okay. Well, those kicks didn't look that great. Oh man, I can't stop looking at Scarlett. Man, I am simping hard right now for that look. Holy cow! And that was an awkward move to get into the ring post. I like the tattoos. And now they're fighting in the crowd. Okay. You know we have another second half of the show here, folks, right? Like, what else is there to do? If you're the next two matches, like, yeah, you've got, okay, well, you got the ladder. But you've already done the table spot. You've already gone through the crowd. You're going to do the big high dive in the cage. You're going to have the spooky shit with Bray Wyatt. I mean, they're checking every box for a typical WWE B pay-per-view. And right now, I have not been impressed. Okay, so they did the crowd lap. And I don't like how fluffy Karrion Kross's hair is. There's something about it that's unsettling with the rest of his gimmick. Oh, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Come on. No, that ain't happening. Yeah, I do not like how fluffy Karrion Kross's hair is. It was one thing when he first showed up and his hair was kind of small and thin, but this floppy locks, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'd rather him bald. Drew's still the only one with the strap on. Not that he needs it, but oh, what is this? Was he going to side slam him onto the steps? Oh no, not onto the apron, not onto the hardest part of the ring. This pay-per-view is WWE's worst habits put into one place. Really, you know, when you think about it, it's. Oh, and now we can start the match now that the strap is on. Hooray! So all of that was just the first Jon Moxley 4 minutes. They just didn't ring the bell for it first. You can barely hear those strap shots for some reason. What is that strap made out of? Looks like plastic. Yeah, it looks like that rubber tape. Scarlett, you are so hot. My God. Does he need any medical? Do you need any medical, son? Oh, stomp to the chest. That's going to hurt there, boy. It was kind of a nice arm breaker. What are we going to go back into wrestling now? God, what is his... Cross's hair is all sorts of messed up. Starting to look like... what was his name? Bunsen? Or not Bunsen, Honeydew Beaker. He's starting to look like Beaker. Cross jacket? Is that what he calls it? Instead of a straight jacket? A cross jacket? I guess I kind of get that. And, oh, man. There's no way that's real leather. There's no way that's real leather. It sure doesn't look it. It sure looks cheap. Not cheap enough where it's going to break. Well, maybe cheap enough where it's going to break. I don't know. I don't know the structural integrity of that strap. I'm sure they're not trying to test it. What the fuck was the point of that? What was the fuck of turning him around like that? Hammerlock flatliner. Did he just say future shot? Cole, you're stupid. Cole, you're stupid. Now, didn't we already see somebody attempt to get tied up in the ring post, and that very much did not work? With this basically same idea, maybe you could have told Ronda not to do that spot with the wiffle ball bat. If you were going to tie somebody to the ring post and beat them, or maybe just do one of that. But this is Extreme Rules, where the only thing that isn't extreme is, in fact, the rules, because there are none. If you're looking for rules at Extreme Rules, there are none. It's quite bland, I assure you. I cannot stop looking at Scarlett. My God. She is insanely hot. I'm sorry to be simping so hard for her, but there's something about skin tight black. It's like one of my favorite Spider-Man characters is Black Cat. Mostly because of the skin tight leather. Oh, and there's that suplex that he was using as a finisher for a while. And a kick out by 2. The number 2 kicked out. Thank you, Michael Cole. Kick out by 2. Oh, man. And I thought I was the high one here. Wow, and the crowd is really kind of numb to this. Numb or indifferent, I don't know which one. God, I cannot stop looking at how ugly Karrion Kross's hair is. This man should at least have a buzz cut, if not bald. That hair is really ruining it for me. It's like seeing it just matted all over the place. Like, I think that's one of the hardest things about Karrion Kross right now is that Scarlett looks like so much more of a star than he does, mostly because his hair is so goofy and she looks so goddamn incredible. Another spine buster, second spine buster of the night. Oh, I feel like this match really would have been improved by having the four corner stipulation. Like, I understand what they've been trying to do in this match, but they have not really been getting people into it, and I have not been into it. I've just been distracted by how he literally does look like Beaker now. Karrion Kross literally looks like Beaker. But God, can you imagine how much that cartoon would have sold if Bunsen Honeydew looked like Scarlet Bordeaux? And now Kross's punches are looking real sloppy. God, I hate hockey fights. I don't care when. I don't care how many. I don't care who's doing it. No, I hate it. I genuinely hate it. And now a 1-2 with straps. Oh, and now you hit me, I hit you. Oh, man. Karrion Kross has got to shave his head, man. It looks like he's facing one of those fucking trolls. Drew McIntyre's facing one of those, like, crazy hair trolls. Or, like, the Play-Doh head. Like, after it's gone and, like, squeezed all the Play-Doh out. Future Shock. Easy, Cole. Take it easy, bro. God, if they beat Karrion Kross with Drew McIntyre here. And what's interesting is they know that she's not gonna. Oh God, the hell was that? It looked like silly spray or silly string. I think it was supposed to be mace, but it sure looked like silly string. With just a big forearm. All he's got is a big forearm to the back of the head. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. What I do like is that Drew basically walked away from her instead of like getting too distracted with her. He just sort of walked away from her, and then she turned him around and hit him with the spray. So the fact that he was like, "No, I'm going back to the match," is good. I don't know if that was actually, obviously that wasn't properly pepper spray because that it doesn't come out of an aerosol can like that, but it was. I guess that's good for what it's worth. But Drew's got to shave, or not Drew. Drew doesn't need to shave his head. Karrion Kross has to shave his head. Oh my God, that's the beakeriest man you've ever seen, and is hot AF Dominatrix girl. Oh my God, Scarlet. Scarlet. You know what? Just give me the Scarlet. Just give me all the Scarlet. And that's all, you know. Karrion Kross, that was good, but Scarlet, that was, all right. I guess that, I don't know how to feel about that match. It was okay, I guess. I think my biggest problem with it is just that, like, there's pieces of Karrion Kross's presentation I don't love, and it could have been better. The people could have been into it more. I could have been into it more. But while we're at commercial, I will be right back. I'm back. We're officially halfway through this show. To whoever number 2 is, who is watching this, to the 2 people watching this, hello. Thank you for joining this stream. We are watching Extreme Rules 2022 together. We're in the middle of some Dawn commercials, it looks like. I'm going to just double check to make sure I'm as live can get. And I'm as live can get, which is, I don't even know if that's parallel, because sometimes they are good with that. Sometimes Peacock isn't good with that. So we'll have to see what happens. At least Kevin Dunn has calmed down with the camera cuts to some degree. It was insufferable at the beginning of this show. This is my 3rd piece tea, because I wanted to have enough for us. Oh, God. More Miz. Why is Miz here? I'm guessing the Phillies mascot is going to get some revenge on him. There he is. There's Philly guy. That's it? That's all? Oh, come on. My God, they really are going to have this Fight Pit main event. They're going to have Bray Wyatt do it against Seth Rollins again. Come on. Don't make the same mistakes. I don't want to see Bray and Seth again. I don't want to see Seth lose to Bray again. Bianca and Bayley. This should be good. This is probably going to be the best match on the show. Is this ladder match. Wow, this mango peach, or this mango green tea is probably my least favorite of the 3 I've had tonight. The other ones I had were the just peachy, and I think that one was just like Arnold Palmer, basically, but Arizona. That one was pretty good. And this match ought to be pretty good. I mean, ladder matches are also kind of overdone and dry. 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 But at the same time, if there's two women who are going to put on a decent one, it's going to be Bianca and Bayley. But I feel like it's going to end up being overbooked, and I'm going to be kind of annoyed with the end result when we finally get it. I'm going to change the capsule on this before we keep going. I want a different flavor. That's 3 different flavors. We're heading into the second half of the night. Means we've been eating a lot of sweets. And I finished all those Swedish fish. So I didn't save any for Skylar. I'm sure he's going to be upset. Forfante, forfante, forfante. Well, so it looks like this whole damage control thing. I also still love the fact that their name is damage control. That is one of the funniest damn things. That's a great piece. That's a great little piece right there. And now here's the interesting thing. I don't want Bianca's title reign to end this quickly, but they would definitely make a statement if Bayley won it here and saying yes. I don't know because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who needs it more here. To Wyatt Rabbit, right in the center. He didn't even bother making that a sentence. It was just like only key pieces of information get on the side. Wyatt Rabbit. That's all. There's not Bray Wyatt is the White Rabbit. No, getting straight to the point. Bailey of Damage Catarl. Good for you folks who understand that reference. Even the Shockmaster wouldn't fall for you. That's a great sign. Now, normally when I watch these shows, I'm writing notes down. I'm not doing that this time because I'm doing the live stream. So keep in mind, if you do also watch the Court-Martail podcast coming up later this week, that I will also be going from memory. That's Nikita Lyons. It's a weird time to bring her up. Mostly because she's very green, and I would say Scarlett Bordeaux is more attractive than Nikita Lyons. There, I said it. I'm not upset about saying it. I'll say it again. That's very high up. So they're trying to use the 20-foot ladder. Oh, man, we're going to get a dive off the ladder. Oh, God. They have got to stop with this lips with hair thing. There's only one place on a woman's body where there should be lips with hair, and it's not the way that WWE is presenting it. That's right. And I guarantee you that there is going to be a lot of folks who do not hear that joke because they watch like 6 seconds of this stream and don't want to mess with it anymore. And you don't know what you're missing, folks. You don't know what you're missing. And I'm not missing Bianca Belair, and you're not missing anything in these entrances because they take forever. All right. Well, more in-ring introductions. You know, this lighting reminds me of American Gladiators. Because they used to do this kind of lighting when they were like introducing the challengers and the tasks. Bailey's a heel, and it sounds like everybody really likes her. See, Bianca actually seems like she belongs in like the top women's sector. I mean, she gets good reactions from people. She really does. She gets some of the best reactions out of anybody. I mean, it's not saying that everything that she does is perfect, but she's really coming to her own. And we start with just big old clobbering time. Yep, I think any. Oh, I like the double crossbody. Start off that early with a collision. I like that. Like one is red and black, the other is blue and gold. It's amazing how much thought is put into like match apparel. So they're setting up two ladders. They've got a small ladder. And okay. I guess Baylor's like, no, forget no, never mind my ladder. This looks really stagey. Just going right after, going back for it. Good. I mean, that's the smart thing to do. But this is not going to be Bret Hart and Owen Hart's 1994 steel cage match, where it's all just based on leaving the cage. No, this is going to be very more sequential. Who sucks me? I'm winning. Oh, Bayley. God, I've missed Bayley. I'm still very high. She's still, I think, my favorite horsewoman. The nice catapult. Oh, okay. I like that idea. Just Bianca just being like, you know what? I'm just going to climb up this ladder to get to the next ladder and get it. That I like. Okay. Uh, and they said the cup for EST. And that's the thing, too, I've noticed. They're chanting for Bianca. The crowd chants for Bianca in the way that they do for Orton and Styles, and they're rooting for her. You know, they believe in Bianca, and I think that she's really proven herself to be one of the top women's wrestlers in the world today. I wonder what Charlotte's doing. I know she was hurt, but I wonder what she's doing. Okay, body slam. I do like that handspring moonsault. I don't think she lands it exactly like. Sometimes she does land it very stagily, but most of the time she lands it where it looks like she's actually inflicting damage, which I do respect out of her. Crowd seems to be kind of split here between these two. Oh, man. Damn. That looked intense, but I got to say that also looked clean. You know, it looked like it hurt. Almost definitely did. But it also doesn't. It didn't look like someone was being unsafe with it. You know, but it still looked devastating. It looked good. And honestly, so far I've enjoyed this ladder match. How long do you think it's going to take? It's probably going to be right at the end of the match that we finally see the two, the rest of Damage Control, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. Okay. And this is kind of this actually gets to be one of my biggest problems with these. Oh, God. With these matches, it's just like sometimes the setup just takes too long. People have to sell for an exorbitantly long amount of time, an unnecessarily long amount of time, in the same manner that WWE just milks everything, you know? Oh, club to the back. Big old club to the back. What's that sign that she's got? I wasn't even able to read it. What is Bailey? What's she doing here? Oh God. Oh God. That looked bad. How did Bailey not tear her triceps? Oh my God. That elbow into Becky, but like Bailey hung on there for a solid second. It looked like she clanged off that. Like that did not look good. I don't know how Bailey. Yeah, oh God. Oh God. Got to be a reason for that. I mean, I'm not saying that those wouldn't come off that lightly, but they probably wouldn't have come off that lightly. But fine. I mean, I'll theoretically pick Knux. Oh, what's she plan on doing? Just taking one rung off? Kind of feel like Bianca kind of assisted in getting herself into that position. What was that shot Kevin done? Okay. 2-second shot. Wow, a 2-second shot of an uninterested, like extreme close up of an uninterested lady. Wow. Why? Why? What was the point of that shot, Kevin Dunn? That woman did not even look halfway interested in this match. What was the point cutting to that? I hope Bianca isn't hurt. I hope she's just selling. God, what has wrestling turned into? Just looking at all these ladders, it's so ridiculous. Oh, Lord. My God, that half of a spine buster. Third we've seen tonight, by the way. God. These are some risky-ass spots that they're doing here. I have to say though, I've been more invested in this match than I have in any other match up to this point. Well, I would laugh if she literally did. No, now is when we're gonna get. So wait a minute. So she was part of the knee brace. I thought that was part of the ladder rung that she broke. There they are. So I'm imagining this is going to be the return of Becky Lynch. Because they wouldn't do this unless they had some sort of save coming, I'd imagine. Unless they're really just going to have Bayley fuck over Bianca and that's it. Wait a minute. Why would Dakota Kai grab Io Sky? Wait a second. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Don't do this. That was probably the first one of those feats of strength thing that Bianca's ever did that didn't work. No, you didn't. I didn't. I wish I hadn't. Good attempt, though. But that was not a KOD. That was a SAD. That was a sad. Yeah. Good attempt, though. Yeah. No. No, that was a dumb idea. I love Bianca Belair, but she is not John Cena. And Io Sky was not in the right position. They should have just been like, fuck it. It's going to take too long. So what was the point of Bayley doing that to the ladder before? Was that just like out of actual frustration? Well, that is. Again, the setup here takes too fucking long. Okay. I feel like we've seen this spot before with the being buried underneath and then pulling up from the bottom. I know we've seen somebody do that before. I think it was actually a woman too, if I'm not mistaken. I know we've seen it. I know we've seen it. I can't remember from where though. See, I feel like that did kind of make the cronies useless though. Even a double KOD like KOD would be ASAD. So is it going to be a debut here? How is this going to? I'm just interested to see how this is going to end. I like how Bianca's always trying to get to the belt first and fight second, though. Like Cannon. Oh, we're going to do the hair bit, right? Of course. But I'm still wondering, will they ever break the cage? Will they ever let people in on that? It's just that half a ladder that she's got. This is what is happening here? What are they trying to do? Why would she hold the ladder then? Why would she hold the ladder? What was the point of holding the ladder? How was she going to do anything with it? I do not understand that at all. Why hold on to the ladder? Beyond I mean, listen, I think this is going to be the best match on the show. This was a pretty good match. This is a pretty good ladder match. By modern standards, there was still a story told between these two. But man, I don't know. This still makes it feel a little bit like, why was she holding the ladder though? Like what was there to gain from that other than just doing the KOD with it? Like it didn't help her at all with it. She could have countered out of it then, could Bailey have. I don't know. This I wouldn't have minded the KOD onto the ladder, and that probably would have worked just fine. Instead of her holding on to the ladder. That lipstick is goddamn everywhere. And also, this really does kind of slow the momentum of damage control in a major way. I mean, again, hard one to have somebody win at this point because you really didn't want Bailey to lose, you know? Yeah, that's kind of a no-win situation. Like, I know why you did it, but like, yeah. I don't know. It's a tough one for me. It's a tough one. It was a good match. It was a good match regardless. Oh my god, I forgot Candice LeRae was now on Raw. You think they're gonna put that belt on Candice LeRae? No, there's no way. There's no way they're going to put that belt on Candice LeRae. I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. I sincerely hope not. I sincerely hope not. Just commercials right now, folks. We're just kind of playing a little waiting time. Waiting for things to keep going. So while we're doing that, get my phone back on. I turned it off by accident. There we go. All right. Well, folks, we've got 2 more matches to go. We've got the Fight Pit and God, what's the other match? God, I've already forgotten. But also, that could be because of the Happy Juice. So I wouldn't be surprised if that has something to do with it. But what was the other match we had on this show? It was something that I am now forgetting. And don't mind just seeing my butt here for just a second. But let's see. Let's see. There we go. Oh my God, the I Quit. Oh no. We still have an I Quit match to watch. Oh no. Oh, God damn. What I wouldn't give for a singles match right now. Just a regular old singles match. So we're getting an I Quit match and a cage match. And more Corey Graves. Yes, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg, and X-Pac are going to be at the Barclays Center this Monday. Okay. Gargano and Theory, blah. Not interested. I mean, and Lashley and if Lashley and Rollins are competing for the United States title on Monday. I was gonna say, like, what's up with the Fight Pit? Okay, didn't know Rollins is competing for the U.S. title. I think Rollins would be healthy for the U.S. title. So does that mean the White Rabbit is? Oh my God, is the White Rabbit going to be Bray Wyatt going after Riddle? Oh no! Oh God, I hope not. Oh, there's a White Rabbit. That was a White Rabbit in Philadelphia. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be an actual, like, rabbit costume. Oh, man. Don't tell me he's going to be in a rabbit costume. Finn Balor, of all people. Yeah, I don't know what to make of Edge now. Oh, if only he would come out to One Man Gang's gear. If he literally came out with the black spandex and the jean shorts and a jean jacket and wrestled as One Man Gang as Edge, oh, that'd be great. I don't think they're going to do that, though. I don't think they're going to pay that deep. They're not going to make that deep of a cut. It'd be great if they did. It'd be a lot cooler if they did, but they're definitely not going to do that. They're definitely not going to do that. This whole thing's about Edge. It's not even about Balor. Why is it that Balor's the one who's facing Edge? But why? But why is an I Quit match necessary for this? Like, they're trying to make this seem like it's important. Well, this is going to be interesting. But how this is going to be too long. This is going to go too long. I can already tell. I can already tell this is going to go too long. At least Philly's into this. I am less into this. There comes the Edge of my Rolly. And folks, we are at the final two matches here. And Edge comes out just being straight up Edge. Oh my God. This big old guy's like, oh, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. I want to stay out of the way. Well, I mean, at this point, this is what they're giving Edge, right? So Edge is just coming back to do this part now. It's just this is the Edge that we're getting. No more Brood Edge. No more of that. Oh, I wish I could have read that sign. I didn't get a chance to see it all the way, but it said something like Edge is more used than I forget what it was. I didn't get a chance to see it, unfortunately. Edge has the haircut that Karrion Kross needs. Edge needs the haircut that Drew McIntyre has. I just don't see why this is an I Quit match. I still don't get the point. Well, here comes Judgment Day. Do you think Bray Wyatt does it here? I would hope not. Was that Dominic? Was that Finn Balor in a mask? Looking like one of the Dark Order. What the hell? What is this? It looks like Valdo from Soul Calibur. I don't know whether to. I don't know how. I don't know what I'm looking at. Well, I'll tell you what. He wrestles the whole match in this. I'll like it. Can't say I quit when his mouth is. And I see that the other ones are not coming out. Now, am I hearing this right? No, don't take the mask off. I don't want to see your face. Oh, you should have kept the mask on. The mask was cool. The mask was cool. You wrestle in the mask. That adds way more intrigue. Oh, that's a shame that he didn't wrestle with that on. Yeah, I don't know what entrance music Balor's using. There's still a lot of fog in the arena. I quit match. Now, here's the thing. I can use the bathroom again because I drank 3 Arizona. I do believe I'm not going to miss anything here in the first minute or so of the match. There's no calling double tie-up. So I'll just let Edge whip on to him for a bit until we start getting more interference like we've gotten all night from everybody. And slow start. I don't think I missed anything. See, it's really hard to pull off an I quit match when you really don't want either one. God. Oh, God. And you don't want anyone to get juice. I was like, didn't Edge challenge Finn? Working on a body part. Working on a body part. He's working on a body part. Is Finn Balor. Now his most definitive feature is a purple towel in his back pocket. Like a submission is going to make Edge quit. Remember when this stipulation used to mean something? Remember the I Quit match between John Cena and JBL? How ridiculously intense that match was. How much blood John lost. God, I didn't think that a figure four could look weaker. But Balor just doesn't have the mass to make it look good. He really doesn't. Balor's legs look like twigs in comparison. I know he's in good shape and all that, and I completely understand that, but I'm just like, another apron spot. Another apron spot. Except this time the apron didn't disintegrate the shit. But, folks, is no one asking anybody else what they're doing in the course of their match over the course of the night? Like, do we really need 2 through the apron spots? This fucking idiot referee is like, oh, you want to quit in the apron? Dumbass. Come on, that's Mike Chioda. Or that's not Mike Chioda. I don't know who that is. Wish it were Mike Chioda. I don't know who this dingo bop is, but. Oh, table spot. Again. Okay. Come on. So are they going to go through that same table again? Yeah, I appreciate the commentary trying with Finn Balor, but it's just not. It's just not. Like, I hate to tell it to you folks, but it's not doing it for me. I just don't see it. Look at the size difference between Edge and Finn Balor. Like that alone, Sling Blade, I hate that move. It's a dumb move. I wish nobody would do it. Oh, cue the barricade spot. I knew there was one thing we were missing. Hey, they waited till match 5 for the barricade spot. Good for us. Now there's literally nothing to do. Everything checked off of a B pay-per-view has been checked off of a B pay-per-view in WWE. Oh, and now we're going back into the crowd. Okay, cool. Nothing better than going back into a place that you really didn't need to go. Oh, what do they have set up for them back here now? Because, of course, this is an I Quit match, which means it has to have a special spot. Rubber mat suplex. Never. Why would they not make this match between Edge and Damian Priest? Do you imagine the kind of quality that it would just... I would have preferred that over this. A hockey stick. Boy, what is their obsession with the Flyers? I guess they don't care about the Phillies who just finished their season. Although we now know it is the Guardians that they did not. Yeah, the Phillies didn't. Maybe that's why. A crossface hockey stick. What are they on? Production monitors? What is this glass setup? What are they even doing at this point, at this post? When is Judgment Day coming? Look how comfortable they are in the crowd. Yep, they're just walking to the next spot. This is what has really lost taste with me with these kinds of matches, is they're just milk fest, because they walk from spot to spot, and and the referee with that microphone is getting actually like annoying AF. Oh, here come the Judgment Day. I bet. Oh God, flapjack into the top sign. God. Well, this match started right around 10 o'clock. At least Edge is like trying here. Oh no! Oh no! Metal post to the balls. My hip is messed up from one of those metal posts. Oh, look at that. Hot chicks at wrestling. That is what sets WWE apart from AEW right there. Choking Edge. I mean, I do. Like, if this were anyone other than Balor, I would like this match so much more. And if there weren't already 4 gimmick matches up to this point, I would probably like this match a lot more. But yes, it's 6 different gimmicks, but this is just like, this is gimmick overload. I just want a regular match, which I am not getting on this show because it's Extreme Rules. I understand that, but like, then why call it Extreme Rules? It just means there's no rules. God, they have been on the outside for a long time. They were out there for a long ass time. Well, welcome back to the ring area. The scenic tour might not be the only thing that's over. Well, don't get a table. Okay. I was genuinely concerned he was going to get a table. Wait, he might still. I thought a kendo stick was coming. Maybe they're going to save that. They're going to save the kendo stick for the main event. Of course. That just chairs to the gut. This guy's just getting clubbed. Cole's talking out of his ass. Cole, you don't even know what you're talking. You've called probably more edge matches than any human being on the planet, and none of those words you just said describe Edge. Is that like a wow? It's like a leg scissors ring sound. When was the last time Balor did that move? Yeah, the crowd is kind of fading interest in this match. Can't go back to wrestling after all that ridiculousness. The crowd's all sitting down. They're pumping in some stuff, but where is the rest of the clan here? I will say I'm glad that they did not go through the Dominic Rey Mysterio route of this. Actually, the fact that Finn Balor has actually been here alone is actually quite surprising up to this point. God, this match could have used some juice. This match had gotten some juice. There would have been a lot more. I would have felt a lot better about it, I think. Truthfully, I know it's like such a ridiculous thing to ask for, but like it makes a difference in how the match feels and the pace it sets, and it would also kind of add to the intensity of how badly these two wanted to fight each other. The cheer shot for cheer shot. This is going a bit long now, I must admit. I mean, I suppose it is an I Quit match, but then you would kind of have hoped some of the matches prior to this were not as long so that this felt better by comparison for being so long. Oh, whoa. What a surprise. Look who's here, right on time. Literally, this has happened in every match that this could possibly happen in. At this exact moment. God damn, Ed. Please, no more spears. That was good. Oh! But Edge, please, no more spears to the outside. Please. I hate it. I hate seeing it. Every time I see it, I hate seeing it. And where's Rhea Ripley is my question. So if Edge spears him, that's not like he's getting. I hope he doesn't say I quit after one spear. I love Rhea Ripley. She's probably the one person that I would leave Scarlett Bordeaux for. God. I wish it didn't happen. This did not happen in every match. Where's Ray? Because you know Ray's going to show up. Yep, now they're mentioning Edge. Now they're mentioning Ray. Oh, kendo sticks. Great. I guess they weren't saving those for the fight pit. I guess we're doing that now. Yeah, so this is kind of like the lashings that they did with Cody, but wow, look who's here. It's Ray. Wow, and Ray just ducks Priest like he wasn't nothing. $619 to the back of the head. Is Ray wearing a velvet mask? Like a velvet gold mask? Well, that's an interesting color. Hey, listen. In defense of Dominic, some people would kill for that kind of closure. Yeah, some people would genuinely kill for that kind of closure with their father. So, well, does the White Rabbit come here and save Edge? Where did Beth Phoenix come from? I mean, listen, I'm happy that she didn't get music. I'm definitely happy she didn't get music. She just came and started whipping ass. They never do that. Oh boy. Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix. Oh, that is a match I would love to see. Oh man, I would love to see. Yeah, folks would love to see this match, as would I. Don't hockey fight. No. No. God damn it. Why? If they could use basic tools. Well, there you go, Beth. There you go. Beth knew what she was doing there. That's got to be a first. Edge looks like the old dad. You know what you did. You know what you did. God, this. What did I say? This is going to be so overbooked. God. And Balor is the least interesting part of this group. And that's what I kind of feel the people are feeling right now. Another spear. Is he going to quit after the spear? God, this match has gone on a long time. How about now? God, this is so overbooked. Oh, Brass Knux. Hey, when was the last time you saw Brass Knux in the ring? Okay, but how's that supposed to say I quit after Balor hits him with this? Oh, and now we're doing multiple coup de grace. It's just a stomp. I hate it. I hate it so much. Why could this not have been against Priest? My God. Well, at least there have been some interesting parts of this, but God, they could have done with a lot of the. Couldn't we have just left all of the brawling outside out of this matchup? Like, couldn't we have just done the in the ring stuff and left the rest alone? Okay, so it wasn't going to be Ray. It wasn't going to be Ray that forced Edge to quit. It's going to be Beth that forced Edge to quit. You know, I honestly hope that the Judgment Day do get this win because they need one on pay-per-view, but does this really have to be? Yep. And she's going to do it anyway. You had to know that this. So it was kind of what I was expected was going to happen, but instead of Ray quitting for Balor, it was Edge quitting on behalf of Beth. So I can't really take that one as a win, but here comes the concerto anyway. Too bad they've done that a bajillion times, although I do have to say, I do like the way that Beth just sold her hand like that. We need some medical. At least, hey, listen, they're selling it. They are selling it. But boy, I wish we hadn't seen so many of these concertos up to this point. God, I wish Damian Priest had been in this match instead of Finn Balor. And also, I wish it went half as long. Finish was fine, but I wish it went half as long. What is up with that velvet mask that Ray's wearing? It's so off-putting. It's so weird. But does that mean this feud is going to continue still? Oh, they're putting this in War Games. They've got to put this in War Games. That's the only way I could see them. Oh, wow. The words doctors, EMTs have been used. Remember those were all banned? Good for you, Triple H. But, boy, nobody knows how to handle that situation. Half as long, I would have really liked it. It's Finn Balor. I cannot warm up to Finn Balor. I'm sorry. I cannot do it. With Damian Priest in this position to win this match, I would have been happy with this. If Balor was doing the backup lackeying and this was Priest saying this is your last chance, that would have been fine. But from Balor, it just doesn't work for me. Triple H believes in Finn Balor. I don't. There's no other way to spin it. All right, White Rabbit. Take your pick. It's either going to be Seth Rollins or Riddle. Or Daniel Cormier, I guess. You could be Daniel Cormier. You could challenge him to a feud in Saudi Arabia and beat him in the weirdest crossover ever. I would actually laugh if they just did like a couple teasers, but the White Rabbit didn't actually show up at Extreme Rules. Although I heard that it wasn't going to be a physical appearance. It was just going to be on screen. I did hear that. That it's going to be revealed who it is, but he's not going to be actually there. They may save that. We'll have to see. All right. Well, I'm out of Arizona, so I'm back to drinking water. I am burnt out of gimmick matches, man. We got one more to go. But this further proves that like pay-per-views like this need to be done away with. Because it just hurts all of the gimmick matches that you have at your disposal to settle feuds and end feuds and be used for particular situations with particular people. You lose all of that having a pay-per-view like this. And I really wish that they would just stop having these pay-per-views like this. It would do everybody a lot of good. Especially WWE. Oh, here's the game. There's no way that that's Triple H's locker room. Who is this going to be? Wow. This is silly. Tiny balls. Wow. Miz beating up the Phillies mask. This Dexter Lumis guy is fucking hilarious. What are you doing? What is he doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Wow. What is Dexter Lumis? Somebody please describe to me what Dexter Lumis is. Here, let me just randomly choke out the Miz. Is he going to leave or is he going to take the Miz this time? There you go. Dexter Lumis and the Philadelphia Flyers logo walking away in conjunction together. I don't know what to say about Dexter Lumis. That was something. That was something. All he needed was all right, well, this is our main event. We're going to see this repeat. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, they've done this. I'm glad they repeated this. I wish that they did more stuff like this, but man, if only Riddle hadn't come to the ring wearing bikini bottom pants, I would have liked that match so much more. God, again, hockey fights. And hockey's been the theme all night, so I shouldn't be surprised that we're having hockey fights. Because clearly the Flyers are like... The Eagles are killing it, by the way. They couldn't do anything with the Philadelphia Eagles. They had to go with the Flyers. All right. Eagles are 4-0 right now and just destroying it. This fight, I did not see either of the two fight pits of previous entities, so this should be interesting. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. And we're going to see Riddle looking the exact same. There's no way he's going to change his. And when did Rollins start like submitting people, making people pass out? Or I guess it was just because he's like, I'm going to prove that I can Riddle like Riddle, bro. Daniel Cormier. What a weird grab. But what involvement is he going to have? Like, what is it going to matter? All right, well, let's do this then. Let's hope this is the end of this feud. For the love of God, let's hope this is the end of this feud. It does not need to extend into Survivor Series. Such a weird grab, but you know what? Fair enough. Light heavyweight champion. Oh, I see. Right, there's no ring ropes. I forgot they take the ring ropes off. So this is just cage. And this will be something interesting to introduce to a wider WWE audience. Oh God, what is that? So now it's a snake with a John Cena hat on. Okay. There we go. Now we're talking. Matt Riddle's wearing his NXT gear, NXT style. Oh, more birds. These are very patriotic birds. Red, white, and blue eagles. Very, very patriotic. Very America. God, America, bless America. And they didn't even fly out of his shoes. They just they flew out of center screen. Not even properly timed. Good job, Kevin Dunn. The production here has been blah. Blah at best. Should be ashamed of yourselves. I'll be ashamed of yourselves, baby. Had a lot of the happy juice. I'm getting a little ridiculous right now. That's okay. Because that's why we're here. Here to critique some matches. Oh, hey, Braun Breaker. I like Braun Breaker. Well, nice to see Braun Breaker there. What ridiculousness will he be wearing to the fight pit tonight? I'm trying to understand. Oh, damn. I understand now. Okay. Okay. I like the subtle nod to Rob Van Dam with the airbrush. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like that, especially with the whole 420 thing. I could dig the. I didn't get it at first. I'm like, what's he trying to be here? Now I get what he's saying. Well, this should be interesting. But please do not have please do not have Bray Wyatt pop out of the bottom of the ring. Please, for the love of God. Well, I am happy that there is no escape rules. I don't know how interested I am in this matchup, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know how interested I am in it, but we're just because I haven't really gotten into any of their matches up to this point, but I like this concept. From what I hear, this was a good match when they did it before. So I'm interested to give this a shot. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what comes of this. I don't know if I like the the coloring on the top though. It's overdoing it just a little bit. Well, this is something that they have never encountered before in WWE. Not really. This is a new concept for the modern mainstream main roster audience, which is not the people that watched NXT. So this is brand new for them, and so far they're responding pretty well to it. We want Wyatt. Wow. Wow. We want Wyatt. That's what they're saying right now, folks. We want Wyatt. Boy, they are not even giving a single fuck about this match. And I thought that they were, but no, they really only just want to see the White Rabbit come through. It's just said would be revealed. But man, they're just like, all right, that's really all they're really invested in this show. Which I'm not really surprised given what we've seen tonight. Oh, damn. Tim, he just heaved Riddle. Hey, at least there was some proper officiating there. I'm always finding that people are not as into these matches with Riddle and Seth, mostly because they're singing his song more than they're actually invested in what they're doing. Are you okay, buddy? Do you need a soda? Would you like a croissant? Would you like a Sprite? Do not touch me. Do not touch me. I will fuck you up. Boy, the fans are not in this at all. Wow. That is the least reaction I've ever heard raking someone's face into steel ever get. It got nothing. People do not care about this match. All they care about is Wyatt. Wow. God. So this is basically like a cage meets a last man standing match. You're a loser. You lost, Bobby. You're a loser. Wow. That did nothing to get the people interested. Well, at least it's Van Dam getting the acknowledgement as opposed to Eddie. I'd rather take Van Dam get the acknowledgement for a 5-star for a change. Good. I'm glad they did that. Probably did it just because it's in Philly. Actually, it was pretty cool the way you got that arc and the angle on it. Seth is always surprisingly good at marksmanship in that respect. I'm always impressed by that every time I see him wrestle. And the crowd goes indifferent. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, a little, but not a lot. The crowd is literally only here for Bray Wyatt. Peruvian necktie. He's the genuine article. What you see is what you get. Want to hurt me? Right ahead if it makes you feel any better. I'm an easy target. uh, Props to you kiddos for getting that reference, if you do. If not, go watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Not now. When you're done watching this, then do it. They're pumping up the fake crowd noise hard. Because you can look at the crowd and there is not a lot of giving a fuck happening right now. God, imagine if it just won with one curb stomp. All right, here we go to the top. It's for our big jump. Our big jump's coming. We were preparing for it. This match has been very blah up to this point. And, you know, to credit to Cormier, he's like, you got to come down if you want to win the match. You got to do it down here. Like, Cormier's trying to keep the legitimacy invested in this thing. Unfortunately, this is just so hokey WWE style that it's very hard to. It feels like it doesn't match. Oh, God. A rear naked choke with the chain. That's just risky. They better hope that structure doesn't break, because that'd be a hell of a fall. That'd be a hell of a fall. My God. That'd be even longer way down. Oh, I bet you someone's going to try it. Not now, but I bet you someone's going to try it. At some point, they're going to try and do that fall and land on that table. I'm glad that was just a bucket bomb and not a bomb through the end of the cage, which is almost where I thought they were heading with that. But God, I would not have done a bucket bomb onto those cage ends. Yeah, me too, Cole. Me too. No, pedigree up there. All right, they're getting Philly back into this. But I think it took using the additional stipulation for people to get invested. I think when it was just the regular confines of a cage match, people did not give a fuck. God, I wish they did not do the coloring up there. I wish it was just black. Because the coloring up there is just nauseating. There's just too much colors on this show. It's too bright. How is it in any way like Squid Game? This is more like American Gladiators. Pedigree and an RKO. What is this, 2009? Here comes the big dive. Here coming a big dive. That's a good, I like that zoom out. Here we go. Here comes the moonsault. Seth's in position. Bro. Literally, bro. That seemed like the dumbest goddamn move you could have done. Why would you do that? Wait a second. No, I need a different angle on that. Why would you do this move? You're just landing ass first. He landed that pretty well. No, let's see. Basically, his arms and his back are what landed on Seth. The rest of it just fell. That was actually quite well done. But that still must have hurt like hell. Credit to Matt Riddle. That actually was much better executed than I thought on the first run, on the first time I saw it. That's a ballsy spot to do. It's a ballsy spot to sit there for from Seth Rollins. Oh God, he really is gonna face with it. He tapped. Seth tapped. Big dive, tap out. I mean, I'm glad Riddle finally got his win, which is not necessarily surprising. God, that was risky. I give the credit for that. The full credit for them for him doing that, basically that senton where his, not his ass, but his literally just his arms and like the top end of his back hit Seth. The rest of that was all Seth. I said it was all Riddle. So I'm sorry, the rest of that was all Riddle. So I mean, good on him. Good on him. And then the choke out. This also feels kind of weird for the whole like Liv Morgan choke out. Does nobody pay any attention? Although this was a submission technically. But are they not going to do the White Rabbit thing? Oh my God, they may not. They may actually not. But I'm going to wait until after we see that, though. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. There we go. There it is. Here it is. Oh, I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Oh, we're on the air, and you know we're on the air. They knew we're on the air. Everybody knows we're on the air. Here we go. Everyone's been waiting for Wyatt. Oh, imagine it not be him. Please don't be him. No, they've already got the lights up, so you know. So what's the game plan here? Oh, he's got the whole world in his hands. Well, now we know exactly who it is. It's Bray, all right. That is a pig. That is a pig head. What is someone wearing? Why is there a fat man wearing a pig head? Or are these the actual people now? Oh, yeah. Oh, God. They're making the dolls people. They're making the dolls people. Oh, God. Oh, God. They're making the dolls people. Is that Sister Abigail? Abignale? Might be. Is it up there? The hell is that? Is that okay? It's just a mask. All right. Happy Halloween, everybody. That's not him though. That's the Fiend. Does he just come back as a Fiend? Oh God, what is this? What is this? It's the green door. Buzzard. Oh damn. Oh damn. Funhouse has been killed. All right. What the hell is this? That's the White Rabbit. Okay. Is he actually going to show up, this White Rabbit? And after all of this pomp and circumstance, is he going to like explain why he's doing something here? What's up today? Hey, Bizzle, what's going on, homeboy? It's good to see you. You're right here at the very end of the show. And here comes Bray Wyatt. Is he here? Or are they just going to do the door thing and then have the people in the audience? I'm not sure what the end game for this is. Wow, the pop. The pop for the lantern. Post show. Is it actually just him? Or does he have that mask on? Oh, he's got the mask on. He looks like an Ori. He looks like one of those like Japanese demons. I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, is he actually going to take the mask off? Wow. Good. That I'm happy about. Nice. And then the logo. Ooh, I like that logo. The upside down, like, butterfly skull. I like that logo. All right, well, that's the show, folks. I guarantee you that's the end of the program. But here's my problem with this. This didn't explain what Bray Wyatt was there for and what he was meant to do. Like, it showed that Bray Wyatt, the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt, is dead. Officially dead. But now all of these gimmick guys are now themselves. But the White Rabbit itself is Bray, but then he had the mask, but he's like, no, it's not a mask. It's just Bray Wyatt. Like, I'm intrigued, but it didn't really get him on a trajectory towards anybody. And I don't know why. I don't know why they would just save this for just purely spectacle. Like, I mean, I do, but like, I mean, I guess it's better than the alternative. It's better than him getting into a feud with Riddle or Rollins. So I understand that. But having this just be a standalone after the fact, like after the program, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. The rest of this show was mid to blah. And unfortunately, it's just the byproduct of what WWE likes to put on this show. And these kinds of shows where they just do gimmick matches and you just get so burnt out of seeing seeing no rules that you just want a regular rules match, but you don't get a regular rules match. I mean, they got the crowd back into it at the end of that fight pit, but a lot of the first half of it was just booty. And people are just tired of seeing Seth and Riddle fight. A lot of these feuds people are just tired of seeing. And the fact that we're going to have to see Edge and Finn Balor and that whole deal continue is just not fun. And so here's the thing. This is the third show of Triple H's I've watched. And now this is my opinion, full blown. He's going to fix some things. But until he fixes the core of the problem, which is the absolute core format of this show, there are going to be shows like this, which are typical WWE B pay-per-views that are still going to remain simply that. It was okay. It was okay at best, would be where I put it. It's my least favorite of all of the Triple H shows that we've seen so far, but that was going to happen by nature of just what this show was and what Extreme Rules was all about. So if you want to know what my rating is out of 10, you're going to have to wait for the podcast where I and JoshAgeddon are going to break down every single match that happened on this show. But I think for what we saw tonight, and for you coming along with me 3 hours and 44 minutes into this, I thank you all for being a part of what has been a very fun stream. I very much appreciate all of you sticking around and enjoying for the fun. And don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe. Don't forget to share in case anyone wants to watch it and have kind of a tag along someone watch. I will post the mark for where the show itself starts. So the first half an hour of me just rambling, gambling, dambling, funambling, all of that, you can just skip. And then we get right into the show. But until then, folks, stay tuned for the podcast. JoshAgeddon and myself. I will see you next time. It's been fun live streaming. This has been Extreme Rules 2022. I am your Colonial Champion, Sean McCarty, and I will see you next time, folks. Now, go to bed, get some sleep, or go to work, because I don't know what time zone you're in.